Hello, I've had this Blues Jr. for 5 to 6 years, at least since 2015. I found this speaker here in the attic, and that is the stock speaker that came with the amp. It's the Fender Special Design, and I thought let's throw it into the blend to have it as a reference. Because once I got that amp, I read a lot of forum posts about changing the speaker in the amp, because a lot of people meant that it will do the amp good to have a different speaker. And the one speaker that was often mentioned, that was the Cannabis Rex from Eminence. That is what I've been using since. And it's placed in this cabinet here, 12-inch Eminence Cannabis Rex. And as you can see, this is not your regular Blues Jr. I've converted it to be a head version. This is the original cabinet for the Blues Jr. and it now serves as a pure speaker cabinet. So I recently bought a Jensen speaker, a Jensen C12N, which is a ceramic speaker. And I thought I'd use it with my Tweed amp. I have a Tweed 5E3 circuit amp. But I thought it could do good in the Blues Jr. as well, because I thought that the speaker sounded pretty good. So today I'll just test the 3 speakers to let you hear them, and maybe we have a new favorite for the Blues Jr. Who knows? The Blues Jr. here has had some modifications done to it, and I should just mention that I've done a speaker test with the amp when I just got it back in 2015 or so. But that was before I did a modification to it. So I'll link to that in the description below. So if you're interested, you can hear that. And the modifications that are done to is something called the Fromel mod. I know of one other, and that is called the Bill M modification. So I'll also link to that in the description below, so you can check out what it involves. It is mostly tone enhancing replacements of caps. There is some bias adjustment done, so it's a bit cooler, aiming to not overcook the tubes. The tubes in this amp are stock, so they have worked fine since I got it. Yeah, what more is that, yeah, there is also this switch here. That is, the Blues Jr. comes with an on and off switch only. But this has now a standby position in the middle. So, yeah. So I think that comes in very handy. There's also a new jack input. I think the original jack input was soldered directly to the board for some reason. And that was a bit a weak point, I think. So this modification has a new jack input that is more sturdy. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll now test it with a couple of guitars and let you hear the tones from the speakers. Okay. Okay, I hope that was interesting and useful for you. From the three speakers, I think I made a good decision back then to replace the stock speaker with the Cannabis Rex. I still think that speaker sounds very good with the amp. I'm not sure about the Jensen speaker. I think it sounded very good. And I should mention that I haven't really played it in. I have played it some, but I'm not sure if it's all played in or if there will be some changes in the tone when I've played it a couple of hours more. It might be that it takes off some of the harsh frequencies, but I think it already sounds good. So it would be interesting to hear your thoughts on it, and if you thought maybe one of the other speakers are your preferred choice, or if you have some other speaker maybe that is even better than the Cannabis Rex. Okay, I think that's it. Bye for now.